Welcome to our channel. Today we will delve into the mysteries of the last days of the Virgin Mary's life. This is a story of faith, devotion, and sacrifice that spans centuries and inspires millions around the world. How did the journey of this woman who played a central role in the history of salvation and join us and discover the moving and mysterious outcome surrounding Mary's last moments, childhood and youth. To understand the end of her journey, we need to go back to the beginning. Mary was born in Jerusalem, the daughter of Saint Joachim and Saint Anne, a promised child dedicated to the service of the Lord. At the age of 3, she was presented at the temple where she spent her childhood and youth in prayer and devotion to the God of Israel. From an early age, Mary was a pure soul, taking vows of virginity and committing herself to a life of faith. The Annunciation. Then one day, the extraordinary happened. The Archangel Gabriel came to Mary with a message that would change the history of the world. He announced that she would be the mother of the Savior. Imagine the impact of this news. Mary, with unwavering faith, set her yes to the divine plan, accepting with a pure heart the miraculous conception, the Nativity. Jesus. With the birth of Jesus in Bethlehem, Mary saw the prophecy being fulfilled before her eyes. Along with Joseph, she faced hardships and witnessed the miracle of the Savior in a simple manger. Shepherds and wise men came to worship the one who would change the destiny of humanity. The scene was one of humility, love, and hope, with Mary watching her son, knowing that he had a unique purpose, the crucifixion. But Mary's path would not be all joy. Throughout Jesus' ministry, Mary was present at important moments, such as the wedding at Cana, where she witnessed the first miracle. However, destiny would lead her to a moment of profound suffering, the crucifixion of Jesus. At the foot of the cross, she witnessed the indescribable pain of seeing her son being sacrificed. In that moment, Mary became the sorrowful mother, a figure of strength and compassion, sharing in the suffering of Christ, the resurrection. But the story does not end with pain. 3 days later, the empty tomb brought new hope. Jesus' resurrection was the triumph over death, and Mary, in her unshakable faith, found joy in knowing that her son had conquered the darkness. She became a living witness to the resurrection, a renewed hope for all followers of Christ. The last days and the Assumption of Mary. After the ascension of Jesus, Mary remained with the early Christians, a pillar of faith and strength in the nascent church. Her love and guidance helped form the community that would continue Christ's mission. But Mary's final days hold profound mysteries. According to tradition, after a life dedicated to God, Mary fell asleep peacefully, and the apostles gathered around her witnessed the serenity on her face. It was then that the extraordinary happened. Mary was taken up into heaven, body and soul, an event that Christian tradition celebrates as the Assumption. Imagine the heavenly splendor that surrounded this moment. As Queen of Heaven, Mary took her place at God's side, interceding for all humanity. The Assumption represents not only Mary's eternal destiny, but also a hope for us all. The legacy of Mary, devotion, inspiration. But Mary's legacy does not end with the Assumption. Her presence lives on through art, culture, and the devotion of the faithful. From ancient icons to Renaissance masterpieces, her image inspires artists and devotees around the world. Her Marian devotion is a tradition that unites generations, being an example of faith and unconditional love. If you are passionate about stories full of mysteries and deep meanings, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Share this fascinating story with your friends so that more people can learn about the inspiring outcome of Mary's life. Until the next episode.